Hi, Lewis Winnell with Great Plains. We are in southwest Iowa here, close to the town of Clarinda. We're on Mark Ferman's farm here. And Mark, you farm something really cool. We've got food plots, right? You're an expert food plotter.
Oh, I'm learning.
I think you're doing more than learning after touring your farm a little bit and seeing how luscious your food plot is, how well it's come up. I'm certainly impressed. I think any deer hunter out there would be impressed with what you have going on. We're really excited to share with these guys what you have going on. We've got all kinds of things to talk about today. I want to start maybe by this food plot we have right here. Tell us a little bit about what you've got drilled. I know you came in here with our Stealth Pro 6 drill to put this food plot in. Why don't you talk a little bit about what we've drilled here, why you drilled it, and what that's going to do for you on the hunting side?
Well, you know, it's September, and one of the things that you face as a food plotter is you want to put in fall food plots. And the past couple of years, the problem we've had is it's been really dry. So if you're going to put a fall food plot in, you take the chance of destroying a food plot, whether it's great or not. You take the chance of killing that, putting in a new food plot, and then it gets dry, and you're just out.
Yeah,
right?
That sounds like a little bit of a roll of the dice that you're going to possibly kill this food plot and maybe nothing comes out of it.
And that's been the last 2 years. So to hedge my bets this year, I took an existing food plot, and you'll see here it's mainly clover and chicory. You can see the chicory and the clover here. And to sort of hedge the bets, last year I had all this in oats, and the deer loved it. So I came in here, and I don't know if you can see this, but you can see these rows down through here. I took the Great Plains drill, and I drilled through here, and you can see these oats coming up, and you can see here where they've been eating the tops of them off. So it gives you another, deer are various, they like variety, right? So it just gives you, it's another tool in the tool belt, so to speak. So because they've had this chicory and clover all year long, and now they have oats in here as well. So it's another way as a food plotter to kind of hedge your bets a little bit and not take the risk of destroying everything, but you can take that food plot and enhance it.
So that Stealth Pro 6 had a coulter on it, and so you were able to go into this existing plot and put these oats right into it. You didn't have to do any kind of tillage with it. We were able to drill right into this. Did that coulter, did that prove useful for you when you came into this plot?
Yeah, I don't know if you can still see here. This was planted about 3 weeks ago, but you can still see the trench that's dug in here. And this was, at that time we'd been dry for about 2.5 weeks. So, you need something that's going to get down there. And now I know you're not planting the oats super deep, but you have something to get down there and penetrate that soil so you can lay the seed in. That was really important, because if you just lay that on top of the ground in a food plot like this, there's no way it's going to come up.
Yeah, and I would say this is a really lush food plot, especially you said planted in September?
It was planted in September 6th.
So we're barely a month out. We already have this kind of cover coming up from the oats. I mean, I would be real thrilled about this if it was me, and what that's going to do for my deer population come this fall.
Yeah, and you can see I planted next to, we got persimmon trees here. We got chestnuts down here, apples, pears. And like I said, what I try to do is give variety to deer. They love variety. So, all my neighbors around here, they're farmers, they're hardworking people. They have corn and beans, and I have corn and beans, and all it really does is kind of keep you level with everyone else. So I try to do something different or enhance that along with corn and beans. You can't just put all food plots, but put corn, beans, and then enhance it with whether it's fruit trees, nut trees, fall food plots. I have summer plots that I drill up and plant. So that's the key, is variety for deer, and try to keep them here.
As I say, if I was a deer, if I'm looking for a buffet, I'm going to the most diverse buffet I can find, and this is it right here with all these different products you've put down with that Stealth Pro drill, what it is capable of. We've been really successful. I'm excited to hear your stories this fall of what you have coming in here. You've got some trail cams set up. Have you already had some good sightings of deer in this area?
Yeah, we've had good deer. The one thing about this year, it seems like everything is hit, whether it's nuts in the woods there. I know acorns are really heavy. So right now the deer are kind of, they just got so much to eat. As combining starts and corn and bean comes out, as they kind of eat through some of the acres and stuff, then they start looking for what's left. And that's, I really kind of look to turn this into something really good around late October.
Sure.
But as you'll see, I have an electric fence. You have to keep a fence on this because, the deer, they'll come in here and just mow down your corn and beans. I plant all the corn, all the beans with the Stealth Pro drill. Did a great job. And you can see now that, you know, we walked through the corn there a while ago. You can see how good the corn was planted. Very good. You know, a lot of people question where you can drill that with a no-till, you know, grain drill, so to speak. But spacing, I got the spacing right. The beans are excellent, and really going to have a bumper crop for this fall.
You bring up a good point. You did corn and soybeans both with that drill. Now that drill is set up on 7.5-inch spacing. Talk us through what you liked about that 7.5-inch spacing, and maybe what you did with that 7.5-inch spacing, and how you were able to be diverse in your spacing and what products you put down based on spacing.
Well, you know, one thing with beans, most people do 15-inch rows on their beans, and that's great. And the thing is, it can canopy. If you have an area that you're worried about weeds, you can do your 7.5-inch spacing. Your yields, you know, may be the same. I don't know what the difference. There's a lot of different thoughts out there. 15-inch versus 30-inch, or 15-inch versus 7.5-inch beans. But if you do the 7.5, it gives you the capability. It canopies much quicker.
So as far as maybe a herbicide application, you might be able to get by with less passes or less herbicide application, or if you're trying to do no herbicide application, that 7.5-inch spacing that the Stealth Pro has could be advantageous.
It does. It gives you that advantage of getting those rows in there and getting it to canopy. You know, 15 inches is probably what most farmers around here do from a yield standpoint. But yeah, again, that's a flexibility that you have with that planter. And then with the corn, I did 30-inch rows.
Oh, so you were able to take that 7.5-inch spacing. If I remember correctly, you were putting some plugs in some of the rows to make it a 30-inch drill.
Yeah, you put the plugs. You have to put the plugs in for the 15-inch, and then you have to put the plugs in for the 30-inch. But so I got 30-inch corn, and my previous planter I had was a 38-inch. So you know, trying to do 38-inch beans just doesn't cut. They can't canopy.
Sure.
And even 38-inch beans corn versus 30-inch corn, you can see the advantages of that as well.
So this being the first year with the Stealth Pro, you were actually able to leave the planter in the shed the entire year, and you did the corn and the soybeans entirely with the Stealth Pro drill, correct?
I did that in April and May. I did some summer food plots with it, with clovers and the chicories. I did some switchgrass with it. That was all, you know, early season. And then the fall food plots, you can see I did the oats. And then when we walk up here, I'll show you, we did winter wheat, winter rye, peas, oats in the large seed box. And the small seed box, we did radishes and clover. So I put down, you know, in the same spacing, 7.5-inch spacing, we did 6 varieties of food. Again, the variety is what deer are after.
Absolutely. So give me an idea, when you're doing corn, the question always comes up when I talk to hunters, with the Stealth Pro drill and corn needing to be just a bit deeper for your planting depth, how'd your stand end up? Were you happy with it? Did you have to go over anything twice? What was your overall opinion of the stand you got for, I'm going to say, both the corn and the soybeans? That can sometimes be a challenging product to drill.
Beans, there was no problem. You know, I just drilled it 15-inch. It was fine. On the corn, I did learn a little bit on the corn. You know how you have the doors, as far as, you know, how much seed can go through there. I had it pretty wide open. I had it on 3 out of 4, and I got a couple of, you know, the rows were great, but I had a couple of, like, double plants on the corn.
Sure.
So when I learned from that on the first one, and then when I went back, I moved it up to the second door, and I got those great 6-inch, you know, 6-inch.
So when you went to door 2, your singulation got a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
But your emergence with the corn, any issues there?
No. I mean, the corn has been great. It's you know, a lot of people worried about it be cracking and all that kind of stuff. I didn't see any myself. But you know, if you're after yield, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue that you know, you can use that grain drill and compare it to a, you know, 32-inch or 32-row planter, you know, that's made for that.
Sure.
But from a food plotter standpoint, it's excellent, and it gives me the ability. I don't have to have a lot of extra equipment. I've got one drill to drill. I guess I've done about 10 different varieties of food this year with the drill.
Oh, that's exciting. I mean, I think we're going to continue to tour your farm a little bit today. I'm excited to look at all the different products you've put, look at all your different fields. We're going to walk around here a little bit and take a look at the corn, look at the beans, look at everything you've done. We're excited to hear more about your strategy and how you've become so successful about putting food plots in.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.